It really is like we have two candidates for president campaigning in two different realities. You have President Trump trying to make law and order the centerpiece of the campaign and dismissing to the greatest extent possible racial justice and the pandemic. And of course, those two issues, that's what former Vice President Joe Biden has zeroed in on.
We're going to work with you. We're going to help you.
The week began with President Trump touring Kenosha, where last week police repeatedly shot Jacob Blake in the back as he moved away from them during an arrest. But the president was not focused on social justice nor protesting, but rather some of the rioting that followed. He met with business owners and police.
And we're going to make a contribution to your law and to what we call law and order. Some people think those are two terrible words, law and order.
This talk of law and order seems to have pressured former Vice President Joe Biden into reacting, first with a speech in Pittsburgh.
Do you really feel safer under Donald Trump?
And then with his own trip to Kenosha to meet with community members, including the Blake family.
I honest to God believe we have an enormous opportunity now that the screen, the curtain's been pulled back.
We asked Democratic strategist Basil Smikle if Biden risks seeming too reactionary.
So we've, I think, done well at the, why we should fire Donald Trump. We need to do better at why we should hire Joe Biden.
Polling following the conventions last week and the week before have shown the race tightening slightly, as expected, with Biden still holding about a 7-point lead. It's unclear how the president's law and order messaging against the backdrop of a pandemic is impacting voters in key swing states. Fresh polling from Fox News shows Biden solidly ahead by 8 points in Wisconsin and maintaining a 3 to 4 point lead in the key states of Florida and Pennsylvania. Today, both candidates were talking about a report in The Atlantic that claims President Trump called military veterans losers and suckers.
If these statements are true, the president should humbly apologize to every Gold Star mother and father and every Blue Star family that he's denigrated and insulted. Who the heck does he think he is?
It was a totally fake story, and that was confirmed by many people who were actually there. It was a terrible thing that somebody could say the kind of things, and especially to me, because I've done more for the military than almost anybody else.
By the way, voting today began in North Carolina, where ballots were sent out earlier this week. President Trump seemed to suggest voters in that state should vote twice, once by mail and then to show up again at the polling place. In Brooklyn, Henry Rossoff, Pix 11 News.